Man, COD is dying, and I am all here for that shit. Like, I'm here for it. Fed up with this game, and cannot wait till it has some serious competition. Let me tell you why. I don't understand why it is that Activision decided to make this big sandbox of a game and completely restrict it with skill-based matchmaking. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why am I being forced into a meta of a game? It's such a big sandbox. There's so many things that are like possible in that game that I cannot do because I'm forced to play a certain way. Activision refuses to fix the problems with the game in a timely manner. Instead, they're selling you skins. That's what most of the time is spent on, skins. Otherwise, a lot of shit would be fixed in this game. There's no anti-cheat. There's nothing being worked on that is actually like of any help to this game. Yeah, they fix the guns every once in a while. Meta's pretty open, but why is it that I can't do more within the game? Like, we got one map. It's the same map that's been in the game. They changed it up a little bit with the Cold War introduction, but it's the same map with different small negligible changes that aren't making a huge difference to the playing of the game. We got forced metas to sell the battle pass every time a new skin comes out. Like, there's every time a new weapon comes out in the battle pass, that weapon is always overpowered. It always has been. And you either have to go through an insane challenge that's going to take you quite a few hours to unlock the gun, or you can buy it in the battle pass. Because, you know, why grind out the gun when you can just pay money to pay for the gun and then grind it out? There's absolutely no communication from the dev team for this game. Like, they tell us when they're gonna ban people or that they've banned people, but that banning people doesn't really do anything because, I don't know, there's no actual consequence after the ban for cheating. You can just make another account and jump right back in the game because it's free to play. Who cares? I'm not gonna add anti-cheat. That will lose us money. It's really, really dumb to me. You got content creators cheating their way to the top purely for clicks on TikTok, YouTube, and whatever other social media that they post their shit on. Like, why is it a thing that a good amount of the big TikTokers or YouTubers that I see posting this game, I get a lot of clicks, are using controller on PC with a Cronus Max, or just straight up cheating? I guess Cronus would be a cheat, but there's other content creators who are just straight up outright cheating and hiding it. And you can tell just by the way they play. They look at people through walls before they encounter the people. Their aim snaps to people instead of a natural curve that a human aim has. It just frustrates me. It really does. And like the regular cheaters ruining the experience for everybody else. The biggest problem that this game has right now is the cheating is absolutely out of control. I can't go 2 games without running into cheaters ever in Warzone. That's why I'm not playing it in this gameplay right now. I'm playing Halo because I was actually enjoying playing the game with my cousin. I would rather be playing COD if the game was, fixed, if it wasn't a piece of shit. But no, they don't focus on those things. It's really frustrating. And Halo and Battlefield both released this fall, and I see so many different content creators that are ready to leave this game, to leave COD for something else because of how bad the situation is. Halo Infinite's multiplayer is going to be free to play and not predatorily monetized. The season pass doesn't expire. Gameplay won't be hidden behind a paywall. And campaign and the other aspects of the game are going to be on Game Pass. Game Pass. Day one. So think about that. Someone could play the entirety of Halo Infinite for free plus $1 if they've never used Game Pass before, or $10 if they're someone who regularly uses Game Pass, $15 if they're on PC. Think about that. An entirety of a game that usually would cost you $60, $70 in today's day and age, for $1. A freaking $1. I can't argue with that, especially after seeing this beta gameplay from the new Halo. Like, that's just gonna be tight. Day one Game Pass. Don't even get me started on Battlefield. It's gonna return to a modern era, which everyone's been waiting for since Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1 was, don't get me wrong, a really good game. Battlefield 5 had an incredibly rocky start and then wasn't supported as long as it should have been. Now we're returning to a modern era game in a team-based sandbox, a true sandbox where we can actually use a variety of weapons and tactics and get away with it. This is not a dead set weapon meta. Never really has been in Battlefield. You can do what you want, how you want, when you want it. It's cross progression and cross play. My God. I'm gonna be able to play with my cousins who are on PlayStation 5 and on Xbox Series. And I'm on my PC. I've never been able to do that with a Battlefield game, and now we'll be able to do it. That to me is just like, it's way better already. You get crossplay between PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and the PC with opt-out. Like, you're not opted in automatically. You have to opt in if you want to do that. So even if there are a bunch of cheaters into the game, console players can be like, nah, I don't want to play with PC players, or can just not play with PC players automatically. They're going to have to opt in to play with the PC players. Then you got crossplay between last gen, PS4 and Xbox One. And even though the game's going to be a little bit cut on PS4 and Xbox One, they still get that option. It'll be way better than having to play with PC if they don't want to, instead of being forced to, like on Xbox and Warzone. Plus, there's a pretty good possibility, not 100%, but there's a pretty good possibility that this game is also going to be on Game Pass. There's every single Battlefield right now is on Game Pass with EA Play. Come on. I don't understand how Activision still hasn't gotten this shit together. I mean, they're making a lot of money, so maybe that's why, but like, no sense whatsoever. It's dumb. And the best part about this is that I won't have to deal with a super strict SVMM that'll force me to play a certain way unless I choose a competitive game mode. And I doubt that they'll even include like a specific comp mode in Battlefield unless someone builds it in Battlefield Portal, which I'm all for playing, honestly, because there's so much custom crap that you'll be able to get away with. It's like Halo Forge, but for Battlefield. I can use guns from World War I, World War II, from the modern era. It'd be pretty cool if they included 2142, so later on you can use stuff in the future era, but that's to be seen. And then the amount of things in depth that you can customize with coding. You can go in and customize some of the coding to change some of the stuff around. And these modes will also more than likely reward me in some way for grinding, whether it's a special skin or some kind of rank that actually shows that I've played this game this certain way. It won't hide my rank from the rest of the world, so that I can hide whether or not I'm cheating, or hide whether or not I'm boosting or reverse boosting, and then try to block the websites from showing, block third-party websites from showing that, so that other people can't see if I am or not. Honestly, if nothing changes for COD and Warzone when these games come out, the player count is going to drop even more drastically than it already has. And I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. as a longtime COD fan. I'm really here for it because I'm tired of this. It's really frustrating. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later. For that.
Flag drop. Flag stolen.
He's one shot. Flag one is one
Flag
shot.
taken.
Ah.
Flag drop. Flag taken.
Got him.
Flag captured. Gained the lead. Flag captured.
I don't got any more nades. Get out of here, kid.
I'm gonna go take that flag, nigga. Two up top!
Killing spree.
Cool! Oh!
Flag stolen.
They're on our flag.
You!
Flag taken. Flag dropped.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, okay.
Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken. Flag dropped. Flag taken.
No!
Flag dropped. Flag captured. Lost the lead. Flag taken.
Yeah, beat that nigga.
Hey!
Flag stolen.
They got our flag.
No. No.
Flag dropped. Flag stolen.
Bro, they keep running the same route.
Tied the leader.
They still got the flag. They're still running for it.
Flag captured. Game over.
Dang.